Every year I wait for the snow to melt in Tahoe, and one of the first areas that opens up in South Lake is Tahoe Mountain and Angora Ridge. Both of these areas are a fun XC type of riding, with Angora Ridge being a little spicier. That dishes out some fun rock chatter. There are plenty of trails in the South Lake area that have their fair share of chunk. Christmas Valley is one of my personal favorites. However, Toad's Wild Ride seems to be the trail that everyone talks about as being the most technical in the area. In my opinion, Toad's has a few really technical sections, but otherwise, it's a blue trail. Although it's 5 miles long, it is a ton of work to get up there. No matter which way you go about it, shuttle or pedal, it's still a rough climb. On the other hand, at the top of Angora Ridge is a trail called Lily Lake, and for 2 miles, it really packs a punch. You can easily shuttle this one or make a big day out of looping in some of the other stuff that's close by. If you decide to park up there, it's $10, and the California or the Federal Pass don't work, so definitely bring cash. Or you can park at the bottom for free.
What's up, YouTube? I'm Robert. This is the Biker Channel. Today, we're doing the Lily Lake DH Trail, and it's gonna be a fun one. All right, so bang right onto the trail here. Short little stint to the beginning of the actual downhill trail, so don't give up on your climbing legs just yet.
There's one little punchy spot with a pinch point on your way to the downhill that I just haven't been able to clean. Other than that, the beginning's uneventful.
I can't get through this thing. Whew. Starts out with a nice friendly little flow section, but believe me, it does not stay that way. Little pump through here and there. Lots of great freaking granite work on this trail.
One of the reasons I really like lapping this trail is that you can take one run to stop and look at all the views and check out the features. Then the next time around, just pin it. There are several spots where you can see Fallen Leaf Lake and Tahoe that are just simply stunning. Your first time down, it's hard not to stop and take a look. The whole trail has great flow that keeps the speed high, but as you get further down, it adds in more technical bits and extra credit features to keep you on your toes.
Don't forget these little B lines or A lines or whatever you want to call them. Little fun stuffs.
To me, this is where the trail starts ramping up the skill set. If you're doing the extra credit stuff, it becomes more and more difficult to maintain speed and know what gear to have it in, as well as being able to have the technical ability to make it through the turns combined with the rock rolls.
Because you get into some stuff like that where all of a sudden, you want to be a climber and you're not. All right, let's see here. Punch up that, through there, up that. There we go. Whew. Yeah, it's definitely pedally and it's work the whole time. But it's one of the reasons that I really think this is like my favorite, chunkiest downhill trail in Tahoe.
It's definitely not as technical as those few spots I mentioned on Toads. However, this trail feels like I'm constantly engaged for the entire length of it. Whether it's the little punchy tech, the exposure, or the rocks, I'm 100% dialed for the whole descent. And I don't feel like that's common.
Whew. This trail, in my opinion, is the most difficult. It's got tight switchbacks, It's got weird techie climb stuff. It's got just stuff where you're really concerned about where your tire's at. Fast and flowy. It's just a little bit of everything on here. Yeah, like that. Whew. It's like a beautiful view in front of you, but you're just stuck on the tech. I feel like this one's just consistently hard the whole way through it, compared to some other ones where it's maybe just a couple of sections.
It's little things that you have to stay focused for, like this rock that'll grab your handlebars if you're slipping.
Definitely lots of punchy little rocks to put your tire in the wrong spot. It's just beautiful, huh? Look at that view. You can at least do that on video.
As I sit here editing, it makes me feel like I wish the tight switchbacks had just a little bit better of a catch berm on them, so you could carry just a hair more speed through them. My assumption is, since it's a multi-use trail and not directional, they probably did this on purpose just to keep the speed down.
Yeah. Woo!
Keeping your pace up to tackle this trail properly definitely requires a fair bit of fitness. However, if you were going slower, it would still be fun. Although you may find yourself in some situations where you just need a little bit more speed to make it over something that could trap your wheel. Big props to the trail builders here. Look at that rock work. It's like somebody's backyard.
Oh, it rolls really nice.
And that, my friends, is what I envision myself doing every time I come down this trail. This, on the other hand, is the reality of me doing the beeline, because for some reason, it's in my head. If I was to say any part of this trail was boring or less fun, this section right here would be it. It's just a little peddly, and the rocks make it hard to keep your speed. However, in the scope of things, it still keeps the trail hitting hard, and your attention still needs to be at 100%.
As you can see, the chunk doesn't let up. It is not super fast right here, but it's definitely working all the suspension. I'm not feeling it. That's the crap we came down. Whew. Something else, huh? Not a biker ride without a hike a bike. Here you go. This is the part where my legs and my lungs just give up. Oh yeah.
The views in this area are really spectacular.
That's crazy.
Unfortunately, this is one of those circumstances where the camera just doesn't do it justice. Even though what I just showed you makes you feel like the fun's over, it's not. The last section of this trail gives, and if you like rocks, you're in luck, because there's lots of them.
A little bit of dusty's kicking up. It's just enough not to see the rocks. Oh my.
As you can see, your brake game has to be on. And on top of that, this part of the trail is a struggle bus. The tech is one thing, but on the other hand, you're constantly arguing with yourself about which way the trail goes.
Whew. Oh my. Whew. Hope you guys enjoyed that short little downhill trail. Lots of fun. Like I said, probably, and I truly think that that's the hardest, most technical trail around here. That's just my opinion though. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. But remember one thing, it only takes a bike to be a biker. Get out and be one.